Let me see if I can do this. What is going on, you guys? We are back with another cooking video because you know what? I love to cook. So with that being said, it is the holiday time, and you know what? One of my staples that I love to make, and actually it is very nostalgic, are stuffed mushrooms and stuffed artichokes, but we're gonna do a stuffed mushrooms recipe today. Now, a quick little backstory with that is when I was a kid, my aunt, every single holiday, Thanksgiving, Christmas, etc., she would always come with the stuffed mushrooms. Let me tell you guys, they were on point. I'm gonna share that recipe with you. Let's go ahead and go through the ingredients. So the first thing that you're going to need are mushrooms. I had about, I would say, a pound of mushrooms. I think this is anywhere between 24 to 30 mushrooms. Just beforehand, I've washed them. So pretty much what you do with that is that you take a bowl like this, and you put them in the bowl, you put some cold water, and you just toss it around for about a minute or so, and you wait until the dirt and sediments are at the bottom of the bowl. And then once you're done, you just drain the bowl, and you do it 2 or 3 times until you're confident that that water is clear. It's just important because nobody wants grit and dirt in their stuffed mushrooms. After that, you take it out, and then you pat it dry with a paper towel. Next, you are going to need breadcrumbs. So I'm making 2 separate batches. I'm gonna show you the original batch in this video, but I have friends that are gluten-free, so I'm gonna make a gluten-free rendition of this. So I'm gonna take breadcrumbs. The next ingredient. If you are from the tri-state area, Long Island, Locatelli is where it's at. Every grocery store that you're at has a Locatelli. So it's Pecorino Romano cheese that we're going to use, olive oil, lemons, garlic, and parsley. I also forgot salt and pepper, guys. Very important. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is that we are going to preheat the oven. You're gonna wanna preheat it to 400 degrees. While that's preheating, we'll get our mushrooms assembled. So let me go ahead and do that. Be right back. So the first thing that you're gonna wanna do is, I intentionally left the stem on, but since we are stuffing these mushrooms, you're going to want to remove the stems. So the best remedy that I did is I just gently press around it, and they should come off like this. So you have the stem here and you have the center here. So you just want to be careful, because if you use too much force, it's going to split in half. So you don't want that. I will get back to you once I am done de-stemming these mushrooms. So let me show you a prime example of what I mean. You don't want this. I could still manage, and this is still salvageable, but just make sure you're not pulling too hard, because the mushroom will split like this. So be very careful. All right, you guys, so I've officially de-stemmed the mushrooms. So the next thing that we're going to do is we are just going to coat the mushrooms in olive oil and salt and pepper. With that being said, I would say per batch, so I'm breaking this up just to show you guys, but I do about a teaspoon or so, just enough to just lightly coat them. And then I do a few twists of pepper, and then I do a few of salt. You don't want to do too much salt because there's going to be cheese in this, guys, so you don't want it too salty. I recommend just tossing it around with a spoon and just mix it on around, coat them until you're ready to do your next batch. So let me go ahead and finish coating these. I will show you the next step. Just a side note, guys, you want to make sure that the mushrooms are coated, because the more coated that they are, the crispier that they're gonna get. You don't want a soggy mushroom. So this is what they should look like. All right, you guys, so once you're done tossing around the mushrooms, these are them. You're gonna wanna place your mushrooms face up in the pan. I say that because this is where we are going to be stuffing our mushrooms. So I am going to place these up. After that, once you're done, you get this part done with, and then we work on the stuffing. So let me finish this and we will get to preparing the stuffing. All right, you guys, so I placed the mushrooms face up. Look like this. So this pan is going to be my gluten-free bunch. That way it is not cross-contaminating with anything gluten, so you get the point. This is what they're supposed to look like. So I'm gonna make the gluten batch. First thing I'm going to do is use Panko breadcrumbs. Italian style, so this is already pre-seasoned. The reason why I use panko is that it gives it that little crunch, that additional crunch. We are going to use a half a cup of that. If I need to add more, depending, I'll just go ahead and add more, but I'll let you know once I put it in. I ended up using a cup and a half about. All right, I took about 4 to 5 cloves. I like my mushrooms extra garlicky, so typically you could do like 2 to 3. I did 4 to 5. Cloves of minced garlic, put it all in there. Make sure we don't waste. So we're gonna take the knife, wipe it off, and there you go. All right guys, we're gonna take our pan and we're gonna put about a tablespoon of olive oil in here. We are going to saute our breadcrumbs. So in this mix, I have the breadcrumbs and I have the garlic. So once this heats up, we're gonna go ahead and put this in here. So guys, for about 2 to 3 minutes until the breadcrumbs get browned, you're gonna go ahead and just stir your breadcrumbs. You're gonna wanna make sure they are cooked. I'm using a half a cup of Pecorino Romano. Dump that in there. I'm gonna take some roughly chopped parsley. That's about a tablespoon. We'll mix it on in. Finally, we're gonna take the juice of 2 lemons. This is really gonna bring out the flavor and the essence of the stuffings. So let's get this out. Thankfully, these are seedless lemons, so can't be mad at that. This is the texture that you want, like wet sand. So this is how you know we are ready to stuff our mushrooms. All right, you guys, this is how you stuff them. It's so easy. So you're gonna take your mixture that you have here, and you are going to just put in, and you're gonna stuff the mushroom like that. That being said, I'm gonna go ahead and stuff these mushrooms, and I'll get back to you when they're done. All right, you guys, so the mushrooms are now stuffed, so the last step I like to do, I took a clean spoon and I'm just breaking up the cheese, and I'm just gonna sprinkle this in the Pecorino Romano cheese. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna throw this in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes until you get a crispy top and the mushrooms look pretty done. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish cheesing these. All right, you guys, so it's been about 20 minutes. So let's go ahead and take these out of the oven. Look how insane these look. Guys, we're in business. All right, guys, this is a close-up of them. Let's go ahead and try these. I'm gonna use my spoon because they're hot and I don't wanna burn my hands. Cheers. Oh my God. Guys, these are so good. And you can use these at any attraction, any gathering. They're so quick, so easy to make. 15, 20 minutes in the oven. And I'm enjoying these, so. All right, guys, so this is my recipe and many more recipes to come. I hope you guys eat this at your next holiday gathering. It's so good. That being said, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys next week. Take care. Bye.